The piece I'm going to read, so I worked in Afghanistan for a few years, and so this story is based there. I'm just trying to see if there's any Arabic words in here. There aren't. So, well, one is bukhur. Does anybody know what bukhur is? Anybody else? One person. That's pretty good. So bukhur for me is home. Bukhur is embers of a tree that are shaved and then mixed with incense, and you burn it on coal. And it's a way to it's incense, right? And so you put it in the corner of your house, and it goes everywhere, and it smells beautiful. That's one word. And muezzin, do you guys know what muezzin is? It's like the adhan, the Muslim call to prayer. That's what it's referring to. So just keep that in mind. This piece is titled Smoke Burial. In January, I listened to Saeed Darwish compositions and burn bukhur on the balcony while you crush cardamom in copper pots to mix with coffee grains. You asked me about the street fight I witnessed while my feet brushed pavement when struck by lightning on my way home from the marketplace. I motioned with my hands the dramatics of engines breaking and steam rising from pavement while men raised fists wide-eyed and without resolve. I tell you about the riot the night before for bread instead of ballots, and you nod your head while the pellets of crushed cardamom lay weightless in your palm. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the birthmark behind your left ear that is a galaxy of flame in springtime and shipwrecked beneath blankets in winter. From the balcony, we can see the shattered windows that leave shards of flesh in the shadows of tulip gardens from air raids. In the morning, we can see the breaking together of ruptured homes filled with silence lullabies at dawn. We've gone a month without the muezzin prayer echoed in the street announcing another name of the deceased, another fatality, another damaged body that is collateral. January is quiet, and every snowfall is relief from a pregnant sky pierced by the hum of explosions in the distance. Our sleepless nights that month are spent talking about the beauty entrenched in valleys of unseen mountaintops and refugee camps, shorelines, and triggers the sitar player outside the building and the lemon extract in our tea. I tell you that I want to meet your mother, and you tell me in March we will go to the village and bring gifts for your baby sister and a new cane for your father. In February, I barely see you. We are both working in different parts of the country. You stay in the western province of Herat and set up polling stations, always greeting the glass blower on your way home and asking for instructions on how to soak rice in meat broth. You are agitated because of bureaucracy, unsure of what the next pivot towards elections will bring, and high off the century of brave possibilities that you have imagined for this place. We speak every morning if there is electricity, always waking up in the middle of the night hoping for one light bulb to illuminate the blessings we fall asleep counting in the 6 million stars we see at night. You tell me about the walnut wood you found from the district of Nuristan province for your father's cane, how you carve waterfalls of mercy and polish it with oil so his feet will have some balance, how heaven is under your mother's feet, but your father must be there to hold her steady. For now, I am in Kabul and I write to you every day. I tell you about the government officials who tried to bribe me to stuff ballot boxes, how the blisters on my feet won't heal without a dubious mixture of sea salt and egg yolk, how I miss your body next to mine and the tired ache in my throat. I tell you that the work will keep us going, that the future of this country matters more than the 6 million stars, and how the aid workers in this city might as well drown in the beer they drink because there is nothing about their presence here that is useful. A few days later, you surprise me with tulips tucked in your pocket beneath stone that keeps you grounded and a hand to hold. We scatter newspapers around a makeshift tent and map out the fever of militants approaching the capital on the eve of the election. The month comes and goes with obituaries in stride with the reality of living in a place that cannot protect itself from drones blazing through the sky and mistaking grandmothers planting okra plants from militant training camps. In March, I sprained my ankle while crawling into a safe chamber at the office during an attack and can no longer travel with you to the village. Instead, you bring me sweet carrots and basil from your mother's garden, a pitcher of hyacinths doused in honey drawn by your sister, and a box of your father's old pens that he has collected over decades of writing to political prisoners and friends displaced abroad. The next morning, we are both assigned to monitor the Capitol, and we boil water with cardamom for luck and leave at sunrise. We part ways to our assigned polling station and agree to meet at lunchtime with the latest scoop on election gossip and unofficial ballot counts. That afternoon, I hear sirens and screaming and inhale a silhouette of smoke. Finally, I meet your mother. She places the ring she found in your belongings in my palm, and I tell her about the cardamom we boiled for luck. But what luck is it to survive one bullet for another? What luck is it to survive a sniper wound for a storm of indiscriminate bullets? What luck is it to be killed for wanting stability after a lifetime of second chances? My blood-crusted fingers are ink-stained with the ghost of your touch and steeped in ash when I visit the glassblower later that month. On pine-scented paper, I scrawl your name and refuse to meet his gaze. His knees buckle and quiet stillness fills the mist of dust resting on glass ornaments scattered on the counter. When we visited him together in January, he told us about how he exhales the name of the lifeless and turns them into ornaments of burial shrouds. He reminded us that 2 decades after greed slit the throat of imperial dreams and bled Afghan blood, there is no excuse to forget the hollowed-out frames of the people who lie in unmarked caskets and sacrifice breath. And you sacrificed breath. Thank you.